why, how am I gonna lose? If I'm prepared to throw the beach and have you catch it so I never have to bruise. What am I doing? Thinking you're right. What are the chances? What am I like? I'm unusually polite. If you wanted my attention, I'm all in, no hesitation. Feeling woozy, hazy, maybe out of the light. I got to feel it woozy, hazy, baby, alright. What am I doing? Thinking alright. What are the chances? What am I like? Unusually.
Hello everyone, and welcome to
So bring it on,
today's match.
height, expectation,
Dundee
emotion, the
against
game yet to kick off,
Southampton.
the excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So we're up and running.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
Cahill spots it and intercepts. Now it's Luis Suarez. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. Shot at goal! He's delivered all right!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
Erling Haaland.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He can run onto that. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Haaland! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Haaland deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
And it's Luis Suarez. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Cruyff. He's a sharp little ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted. It's a searching pass. Luis Suarez is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Haaland. Can he finish? Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Hasebe. Gerrard. Rodri. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Dundee truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Vieira. Gerrard. Gullit never out of the action for very long. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Desai getting this one clear.
There will be
Gerrard!
1 minute at a time.
Oh, denied brilliantly!
Gerrard clearly thought...
And the referee says that is that for the first half.
Please join me
A
in
very
wishing all the best
combative,
for
competitive
members of
half
our
with
fan
just
club
the one
celebrating
decisive
their wedding
moment.
anniversary
It's been
today.
compelling stuff. Dundee currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And so the action is resumed.
Dundee can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Looking for a runner.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Cahill kept his eye on it, and he's there. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking to play him in. And he's intervened well there. That's put paid to the danger. Dundee still trailing by 1 and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And he cuts out the supply. Gerrard looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's picked his way through. There's the header! And it's in! They are right back in business.
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Luis Suarez.
It was
Luis
wonderfully
Suarez.
efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement,
Luis
Peter. Did the
Suarez.
defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Substitution for Dundee, number 15, Ousmane Dembele.
Dundee can
Number
now
11,
introduce the first of their
Steven
substitutes.
Gerrard. Coming on
It's
the
starting
field,
to look very interesting,
number
this.
17,
Well, this is to be
Sergio
expected, Peter,
Aguero.
when you've got two strong
Number
teams of
19,
fairly equal standing.
Jude
The outcome
Bellingham.
should all come down to finishing.
Dundee are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Rodri really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Maldini has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Taken back. Decent chance! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Cristiano Ronaldo actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
75 minutes played. Vieira. Now it's Haaland.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is a brilliant interception. And he's there to belt it away. Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Shevchenko coming on here as broadly expected.
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave decision-making.
Number 4.
Ah, good steal, he just read it.
Number 7. Makoto Hasebe.
Oh, and the shot! What a save from Peter
Kylian
Schmeichel!
Mbappe. Number 10. Nicolas Tagliafico. Number 18. N'Golo Kante.
And he's managed to gift it back.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Well, here's a man adored by
There
many,
will be 3
even
minutes at a
deified by some. Now, try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Bellingham. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that will be the final act. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Hello, everyone.